Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Faye Mac and this is just the part 2 of my previous video, which was about my first winter in Canada. I hope you enjoy it. I literally almost died. Tell me why I have winter tires on and my car is still doing zigzag, doing like this, doing like this. You guys, oh my god. Look, I'm still an advocate for winter tires. I recommend that people buy winter tires, snow tires. But listen, winter tires will not save you from black ice, okay? Winter tires will not save you from black ice. This is winter now. You're going to start seeing accidents happening left and right. It's not because they don't have winter tires. It's just that when there's black ice and the roads are not well, if you have winter tires and the roads are not well salted and there's black ice, I'm sorry, winter tires are not really going to do much for you. So that was something that I experienced, not just once or twice, like 3 times, fam. Like I literally almost died. Okay, so one time, yeah, I was going to work, just driving normally, and you know these roads, sometimes you're going on the highway, right? And then you have to take an exit. Many of these exits, they're very round, like there's a sharp bend to take the exit. And then at those bends, there are no barricades most of the time. There are no barricades to say, this snowy country that we are in, let's say if somebody is trying to take an exit and the person's car slides, let us have something by the 2 sides of the road so that the person's car will not enter a ditch. Brothers and sisters, this one, I don't even know. I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Because I was driving and I was taking the exit. Like, okay, so let me reverse. Let me reverse a bit. So when they haven't cleared the snow and you're driving, when you have a small car like what I had, the Toyota Yaris, right? Your car might not be big enough to just like plow through the snow. Your tires are not even that big to be able to just plow through the snow. So I used to follow people's tracks. Like when there are trucks that have passed in front of me, like just people that have Hilux or whatever car, I'll now follow their own tire marks and trails on the floor that they've already made. So that's what I used to follow, driving with that car. So when I got to a place, an exit that other people haven't really taken, right? Because people just go straight on the highway till they get to their exit. But me, I'm taking an exit here. Nobody has passed here since this amount of snow fell on the ground. Now it's now up to me. It's left to me and my God to find a way for myself to pass through that snow. And that is when my first experience of Jesus take the wheel happened. Because then I took the exit and then my car, for some reason, my car was just turning around. Like it was literally just turning around. And there was a big ditch. Like the exit was one that like you take the exit and you're going up. Right? So if I had mistakenly fallen to any of the sides, I would have gone down into like a big hole, ditch, whatever it is. So it was very important for me not to fall. They always say, oh, don't match brake when, that kind of thing happens. Don't match brake. Fam, what will I do? My car is just turning around, turning on the own. Like, what the? So, in that moment, I was just like, oh my God, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. And then my car stopped right at the edge of the ditch. I was like, a car could have been coming behind me. A car could have been coming on the other lane. Anything could have happened at that point if there was another vehicle on that road. So for me, that was like, wow, I really just survived this, didn't I? Like, I'm literally at the edge of the freaking ditch. So that morning I get to work, because I had to open the I had to open the bank. No, but who will hear? Oh, sorry, this happened, that happened. So I had to like go in and get my work done. So I just told them, do you know what happened to me? This happened to me, that happened to me. They're like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then they just laughed it off. And I was like, oh my God, I literally almost just lost my life. But to them, it's like normal. It happens. And I've been in a car like with one of my Canadian friends where that happened as well. Like we're just going left, right on the highway. It happens if the road is not well salted. That was one scenario. There was another situation. I was going to work as well. So from one branch to another branch, two different cities, because fam, you know I'm a hard worker. So so I was going from one branch to another branch, and then I had to pass this like very narrow road. I pass that road all the time, so I know it's narrow, whatever. But that this day it was snowing, and it wasn't even a lot of snow, but maybe they just hadn't salted the roads. So I got on the road, yeah. It was fine, like the roads were fine, but apparently there were sheets of ice on the edge of the road. Now it's one of all these roads that are not the best, like it's not wide or anything, and it was already chopping at the corners on the sides of the road. So as I was driving, just making sure that I'm not too close to the middle where there's oncoming traffic. So my car is going this way, and there's oncoming traffic coming on this lane. So I'm more towards the right, just to make sure that even if anything happens to the other people that are driving, if they sleep or anything, if their car is sliding, I'll be safe. So that's how my tire went and entered one ice sheet, whatever. It's not even visible, so you can't see it and say you are going to avoid it. So it was just like regular snow. So my tire just slipped down into one of the chopped roads, and then my car just did a 360, literally, like this one was not even a matter of Jesus take the wheel. There was no time. There was no time to call on Jesus to take the wheel. This happened in a split second. My car, like my tire hit that thing, and then my car just did a 360. And before you know, like literally I was in the middle of the two lanes. So I just looked front and back like, fam, is any car coming? I saw that no car was coming. I sharply just started moving and went back on my lane and started continuing my journey. So for me, I didn't that didn't really move me because of the first one I had experienced. I was just like, thank God there was no car on the road, and that was it. I just continued my journey, and then I called like my folks to say, this is what happened though. Another time, and it wasn't even the same set of winter tires. I changed the first one because I felt they weren't good, but I came to understand that look, it's not just about winter tires, it's about how they maintain the road during the snow. So those two things happened. There was a third time. So for me, it was just like, man, this is what it is. Like when you're driving in the snow, you just have to be prepared for anything that can happen. Make sure your insurance is on point. Not that you're using, false information on your insurance, because when something actually happens, it's more likely to happen during winter, especially if you're a newcomer here and you haven't driven in the snow for that long. Obviously, like I'll bring tips on maybe driving in the winter or how to manage yourself in the winter, clothing, accessories that you're going to need to survive the winter and things like that. I'll do that in another video, but I just wanted to introduce Canadian winter to you. That you're coming, you're landing, be prepared for the winter, because when you start driving here, even if you're not driving, when you start taking the bus, you have to be prepared for these things, because accidents are more likely to happen during the winter. Somebody is more likely to ram into you. Somebody is more likely to just slide to the middle of the intersection, even though they're stepping on their brakes. Right? So these things happen. You just have to be prepared. And these were the experiences that I had during my first couple of winters here in Canada. I haven't had any major car incidents since I changed my car to like a regular Accord. So maybe that car was just small. But honestly, even in that same car, when I moved to Ontario, because I was driving the same car, I was doing a lot of driving back and forth intercity, from one city to another, and I still didn't really have any issues with driving, because I feel like in Ontario they're faster with like plowing the snow and salting the area, because there are a lot more people here, right? So even if they don't do that, somebody would have passed that road. They would have created trails that you can follow. So yeah, that's my experience in a nutshell. I hope this video is not too long, but I hope it has given you an idea of how my first few winters were, what I experienced, how I was crying. I didn't tell you about how it destroyed my face and my hair, but maybe I'll leave a picture here just so you see. But my first winter here was terrible because, you know, I started breaking out badly. I broke out badly. My hair was falling out. So I'll probably do another video of how like I cleared all the spots on my face. I had like a gazillion black spots on my face by the time the winter was, you know, rounding up. So it was a really tough time, like trying to get my skin back into shape to look like decent. But yeah, those are some of the experiences that people don't tell you about. So I'm going to tell you about it. I've told you about it so that you can prepare, and if it happens to you, you just know that look, you're not alone. You're not alone in it. It happens to a lot of people. You'll be fine. You just need to prepare your mind and prepare, you know, accessories that you need for your driving and for just living during winter, surviving during winter. I hope this video has been helpful. It's not just a story time to let you know what happened to me. It's a story time to help prepare you for what you might experience. I'm not saying everybody will experience like car incidents, but a lot of people do experience it. And if you do, just relax, calm down, you'll be fine. I hope you learned one or two things from my experience with this video. I hope you can prepare your mind now about how winter is like, what it can be like for certain people at certain times. So you guys definitely give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I hope you found it entertaining and informative. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. If you've experienced winter in Canada, drop a comment about your first winter experience. If you've experienced it in other countries, like I had before even moving to Canada, let me know in the comment section. I'd like the conversation to go on. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.